All right, let's talk mature skin application, okay? So first of all, what I want to share with you are the brushes that you're going to need for mature skin application. These are my favorites, and these are what I recommend because they're going to do the best work for you. All right, so the first brush we're going to introduce is Buffy. Buffy has two ends. It has a larger end for all over application, has a smaller end for more detail. And the reason this brush, the angle of it, and the fact that you can stipple to apply and get fuller coverage is what you're gonna need. This is great for large pores, mature skin, etc. So Buffy is where it's at. The second brush that's so great for mature skin is the BBF. And again, it has a larger side and a smaller side. I like to use this brush for my contour, for really just evening out the makeup and blending it. It's gonna help it not get stuck in creases and things like that. So you're gonna want to use this for mature skin as well. And lastly, the brush that I recommend is our B squared, which is our blush and bronzer. This brush is so great. I like to use the bigger end to apply, either Aspen or Bella for an all over coverage to cover up some of my dark spots and things like that. And then the smaller end I like to use for blending or for stippling in my setting powder. So those are the brushes we're going to use today as we do the mature skin application. So with mature skin comes a couple of things. Sometimes we have age spots or melasma or things like that we want to cover. So to do that, I'm actually going to use the BF brush, which is the best one forever. And I'm going to go right into this color here, which is called Aspen. And it's a contour color. I'm going to pick it up with the larger end. I'm going to take this color, and this is going to help reduce redness. I'm a little red today. It's going to neutralize my skin, and it's also going to help cover up those melasma spots. My cheeks are really red today. I may have gotten a little bit of sun. So all I'm doing is, like I said, is applying that Aspen color in a really light layer. Soft circles using the BBF brush to my skin. Okay. Now I also have some purpley blue discoloration underneath my eyes, right there. And so for that, I like to use the color Sunlit. Sunlit is great for canceling out purples. Frenchy is a great color if you have bluer tones. Mango if your skin is a little bit warmer and you have those bluer tones is also a great color. I'd be happy to help you pick a color that would be great for your under eye correction if that's something you're interested in. So I'm just picking up Sunlit with the smaller end of that BBF brush, and I'm just applying it in a really light layer right there underneath my eye. I also have some veins you can see that show through my eyelid, and so I'm going to take a little bit of that Sunlit and just wash it across my eyelid to act as a base for my eyeshadow that we'll apply later. So we'll do the same thing on this side, just a very little bit of product, and just work that underneath my eye in that area, and then sweep it across my eyelid to act as a base for my eyeshadow. Okay. So there we go. So that's the mature skin, fun things right there for color correcting. Next, we're gonna apply our all over color. And so for me, my color match is Candlelit. So for Candlelit, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the larger end of the Buffy brush, and I'm going to actually, I'm gonna show you all, I'm gonna actually sweep it through my color like that to load my brush. And then when I apply, I'm dotting it onto my face, really like stippling it in. I'm not doing this number because I'm gonna lose coverage. I want to really just make the most impact with it by kind of stippling it into my face, okay? I'm gonna kind of go up here. Just wanna cover that redness as well. And then don't forget your nose. This is great again if you have large pores in your nose because you're really just stippling it in and it's filling in those pores. And then I go in between my brows and above like a palm tree. So that's our all over application. Now I'm going to use the smaller end and I'm going to pick up my brightening shade and I'm going to apply it right on top of that color corrector in an upside down triangle to bring that light into my face. And I'm tapping it in rather than sweeping. I do sweep up on that corner, but underneath I really tap it in, and then I tap it in really good down my nose, in the center here, here, and here. So that's really the best part of that. All right, now we're gonna apply our contour color, and for that we're gonna go back in with our BBF brush, and we're gonna pick up our contour with the smaller end of the brush. We're just gonna add this right underneath our cheekbone. And when you apply this, you want to go under your cheekbone, down towards the corner of your mouth, but not past the center of your eye. Like so. Okay, and then you're gonna also run this color across the top of your forehead. And then across your jawline to create shadows. This is going to slim your face, make you look lifted, rested, all the things we want. And then when you're doing your nose contour, you pick up that same color and you want to stay right on the top of your nose, because if you were to do it on the sides here, it can make your nose look wider. So this is really good for the placement here. And then underneath. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna blend this all out. So I'm gonna use this BBF brush just to show you how easy and simple that this is. So all I'm gonna do is I'm just going in right here where the contour is, and I'm just doing some really soft circles just to blend that up, okay? And then I'm gonna go in where we did the brightening shade and I'm gonna blend that down into it. Here, and then I wanna get really good right along my jawline. Blend that out nicely and down. And then same thing here, we're just gonna blend that contour up. And that brightening shade right into it. And it's gonna pick up any extra product that you may have used and keep it looking flawless and keep product from settling. So for mature skin, if you ever have creasing or you feel like you're showing texture on your skin, you're not using the right color. So sometimes we really want a bright shade under our eyes, which is fun and that's great, but sometimes too bright of a shade is gonna show texture. So there's some troubleshooting things that we can do to work around that, where we apply our all over color underneath and then brightening on top. So don't get frustrated. Reach out if you have questions or if you need help troubleshooting, because I'm telling you, this makeup is for everyone and it really does change your skin and your texture when you use it. Okay, so there we go. So we have applied, we have all the things on. Then we're gonna go in and we're gonna use this brush as well for applying our lip and cheek color. So for today, I'm gonna actually use, I'm gonna go with Plum. So I'm gonna take this brush and I'm gonna dip it right into Plum. This may be nude. And smile. And using the BBF brush, I'm just gonna apply that color ever so softly right above my contour. Okay? Just gives you a really nice finish. This brush is also great for illuminators. Yes, this is actually nude that I am using, not Plum. Okay. So just soften that up. Perfect. And then you'd be able to go in and finish with your setting powder. For me, I use Becca. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with this. You could also use this brush to apply your bronzer at this time if that's what you want first before setting. So I'm just gonna pick up some bronzer here. Just hit the high spots of my face. A little bit here. And then down my neck. And I'm using Bella bronzer. Perfect. Now I'm just gonna use a little bit of this Becca setting loose powder. I'm tapping it in here. And so for mature skin, again, you're gonna just pounce it right on your skin. And that's gonna help set your makeup, but it's not going to settle. You're not gonna use too much product. It's just gonna do its job, which is what we're here for. Of keeping, if you have combo or oily skin, it's gonna keep your makeup the way you want it, which I like a more matte finish. Okay. So that is the simplicity of the mature skin technique using 3 brushes. We used the blush and bronzer, B squared, the Buffy brush, and the BBF. So I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I'd be more than happy to help you and to walk through some tips and tricks with you. Thank you so much.